Money's boring enough, but at least it can maybe change the backgrounds a wee bit. My name's Aidan Kelly. I'm a SUS Plus mentor at Southwest College in Omagh. Telephone number 077 3428 1029. I'm here to talk to you today about savings. People save for lots and lots of different reasons. Special occasions, to buy certain essential household items, developing an emergency fund for when the washing machine falls on its backside, retirement. All these things are savings. You have different types of saving methods, savings accounts. You have instant access. Those are savings accounts that you can get at. You can take your money out pretty much immediately. There's no notice needed for them. Then you've got savings accounts that you need to give a wee bit more notice in order to get at the accounts. Then you have regular savings accounts. You have accounts that they probably have a lot more conditions, maybe a minimum monthly deposit actually into the account. You might need to be an existing customer of the bank, and there may be penalties for accessing the savings earlier or without any notice. You have tax-free savings as well, ISAs. You don't have to pay tax on the interest in these accounts, and that's the advantage of them. They've been set up to encourage us to save, and they are a good wee vehicle for doing that. There are loads and loads of types of ISA accounts, so definitely worth looking into that. If you have that wee bit of a surplus in your monthly wages and you want to make it work for you, and it's something that you can afford to not need immediate access to, definitely the likes of ISAs are a good idea. You've also got fixed rate bonds. That's basically an account whereby the bank agrees with you that, or the organisation agrees with you that they're going to pay you a certain amount of money if they have your money, basically. Certain amount of interest if they have your money for a certain period of time. You can't get at the money. That's the thing about it. But if you can live with that, there's good rates for them. Credit unions is another method of saving, and I've kind of put that in a separate thing because credit unions have an awful lot of advantages. Most towns have a credit union. Omagh has a credit union. Certainly most places have probably more than one. They basically work like banks. They have all the things, all the different services that probably your average bank has. They tend to be a bit warmer, homier, because they're basically owned by the people who have the accounts there. If you set up an account in a credit union, you're an owner of the credit union. You're a member of the credit union. It's a not-for-profit type organisation. So all these things come to play in terms of them being that wee bit nicer to you. They don't have to worry about shareholders and making profits and so on. Well, they have to worry a wee bit, but not as much as the banks. You become a member, you open a savings account and other accounts, and you can obtain loans and credit cards and so on. Credit unions return their profits to the members in the form of lower rate loans or higher rate savings accounts, and dividends as well. Advantages: the more you save with a credit union, the more money they're going to be prepared to offer you as a loan. You might be able to borrow more money from them than you would from other organisations. They're probably that bit more forgiving as well, because profit making is not their number one priority, far from it. So they're a bit more forgiving, they're a bit more community oriented. They're there to help local people get through the financial challenges that they have in their lives. How to save. Ensure you have enough income for all of your essential stuff. Now, we talked a wee bit about that in our video about budgeting. Take a good look at your expenditure, what you're spending your money on, and be realistic. Don't come up with this idea that you're going to live on £2.50 a week for your groceries or whatever it might be. Keep records of your income and expenditure. Prepare a realistic budget, as I mentioned there. Get it into the habit of making savings. Set up a regular amount of money going out of your bank account into a savings account. Maybe whatever's left over at the end of the month, fire that into your savings account. Just get into them sorts of habits. Some tips. Good idea to decide what it is you're saving for. Use a budget plan to help you decide how much you can afford to save. That's so important. Be realistic. Set up the right type of savings account for your needs. You might need to get at money relatively quickly, like me at times. Gambling debts, but we'll brush over that. Make arrangements to have some of your income put away in a way that suits you to save some of it. Okay? Check on your savings account regularly to see how your savings are going. You'll be surprised if you do stick to this this regular depositing of money into your savings account. You'll be surprised how quickly it can rise. Obligatory joke. Two friends having a wee chat with each other. They're saying, I'm going to retire and live off all my savings. But what I'll do in the second day, I don't know. Okay, my name's Aidan Kelly. I'm a SUS Plus mentor at Southwest College in Omagh. Telephone number 077 3428 1029. Thank you.